Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside the Hector Arena in Pictou, Nova Scotia. It's the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League on High Button Sports. The Greenfoot Capitals and the Northern Subway Selects finishing off a home and home as they played yesterday over in Bedford at the Greenfoot Energy Center. Selects were able to hang on in that one for a 3-2 score, as Anna MacArthur had a pair of goals, but the Selects are led by Hallie Rose McLean, the league top scorer, as she is having another historic season here in Pictou for the Selects. Capitals looking to stay afloat in the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League standings. Bit of an inconsistent team this year. They struggle to score goals, but they had 2 yesterday. But they're definitely a team that leans heavily on their goaltending, and in goal this afternoon is Lauren Delaney, number 30. She'll get the start. Liliana Holland played yesterday. And 200 feet the other way, it is number 1, Amy Fields for the Selects. 3 members of Team Atlantic that won silver, the national championship a few months ago, take part in this game. Hallie Rose McLean, Lexi McIntyre for the Selects, and then Aislinn Kearney, number 88 for the Capitals. So 3 players who made some history looking to lead their team in the second half of this home and home. It's the top-ranked Selects looking to stay at the top. The Moncton Rockets and Lindsay Sturge are right on their tail, as it will be Hallie Rose McLean taking the opening face-off against Ella Driscoll. 2 veterans in this Maritime Major Girls Hockey League will get us going here. The puck is dropped, and we are underway. That's going to be played to the bench right in front of the Capital side. As back to retrieve is Wilkie. She's looking to clear. That comes free. Here comes Driscoll. Ella Driscoll looking to be a 2-on-2 here with Beaton. Beaton scored the second goal with 30 seconds left yesterday to make it a close finish, with the Selects able to hold on for a 3-2 victory. That's going to be played up ahead. McLean looking to clear. It's going to be picked up by Payne. Payne had the goal and assist yesterday in that 3-2 loss. So that's going to be intercepted at neutral ice by Carly Boyle. Battle ensues for a loose puck. It's going to be picked up by LaPierre. LaPierre will go D-to-D. It's going to be sent up ahead. Finds Asbridge for the Caps. Asbridge enters the zone on the right side. We'll put a move on as we're 1 minute in to this opening frame. And beautiful Pictou as the Selects have the puck, looking to move it up ahead. There's McLeod looking to stretch Francis McDonald. That's going to get out of her reach. Puck bouncing in neutral ice. It's going to be corralled by Burris. Going to be something in deep. Back to retrieve it is Wilkie for the Capitals. Here's Leslie looking to clear. That will just escape the zone. Comes free for Asbridge. Chance for the Selects. Asbridge has the puck shot off the rush to be gloved down by Field, and that will stop play. So it feels like minus 27 outside. There's a thermometer set up here in the rink. A nice, even, cool 0 degrees Celsius inside. So this is the hottest spot to be in Pictou today, and one of the hottest teams in the league, the Selects. Consistently, they've been one of the best teams in the league over the years here in the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League. They have all their banners hung up here at home to show off their success in recent years. That's going to be played towards the goal. Funny hop is unable to handle that one cleanly was Connolly, but Fields whacks it away. There's another chance. That's going to be put a stick in front. Doesn't make its way on net. Here come the Selects with the puck. There's McCaddy. McCaddy will try and get it in deep. It's going to be picked off. The Caps are going to clear. Caps it out of the line. Here's a shot from Boyle. Make its way on net. That's going to be covered up by Delaney. Face off will be to the glove side, number 30 in white, the third-year goaltender for the Selects, the Capitals. Greenfoot Energy Capitals, Subway Selects. On High Button Sports here this morning. That's going to be a DD pass to the face-off one for the Selects. Here's McIntyre. Shot, rebound! Blocked in front. Harlan got in front of that one. It looked like Tanner found that rebound there, or that might have been Chisholm. Either way, it's still 0-0. That will escape the zone. It's going to be picked off and neutralized by Dwaron. She'll send it in deep. As here's Leslie looking to clear. Backing at the wall. As Kelly can't escape the zone. It's going to come free for Parsons. Parsons looking to spring down. That's going to be out of her reach, and that will be an icing call against the Capitals, who can't change because of that. About 3 minutes have gone here in the first. Don't know score. Bit of a slow start here. It was a great game yesterday between these two teams. As I mentioned, 3-2 is the final score for the Selects in Bedford. Able to get the win. This game here will conclude the home and home this weekend. So the playoffs are approaching. As of right now, the Selects are tied for first place in the league with the Moncton Rockets, while the Lindsay Surge are 2 points behind both those teams. So it's going to be a tight finish to see who finishes at top of the standings. As here is Conley. Plays it up ahead. Selects have it. Looking to spring MacArthur, who had 2 goals yesterday. MacArthur, number 16. She has the puck as she enters the zone. Gets taken down by Driscoll, the captain. Puck comes free. It's going to be a DD pass. Played over for Boyle. Sent up ahead. It's going to enter the zone. Here's a shot from distance. Fought up by Delaney. Rebound on the blue paint, but covered up. As it was Vint who got that one on net, I believe. Don't think I've seen Lexi McIntyre yet on the ice, number 7 for Pictou. Keep an eye on that, as she is definitely a difference maker in this league, so I don't see her. Maybe she's out with an injury. Either way, the Selects are a deep team, so despite it looking like they don't have their top defense, you know this will still be a good matchup. As in on the back check is Grinton looking to get the puck out, and she will. Sent up ahead. Here comes McCaddy. That's going to be off a stick. Sent free. There's Richards looking for it, but she gets poked off the puck by Wilkie. Puck in the corner. Sent towards the net. That's going to hit a body in front. Comes free for Jodry. As Chloe Jodry will take it the other way. Gets poked off the puck in neutral ice. Good stick from Grinton. That'll be sent back in deep by the Selects. They'll go for a change. About 4.5 minutes have gone here in the first to no score. Live at the Hector Arena. Now that's going to be sent towards the goal off the stick of Delaney. Puck is bouncing in the slot area. Picked up by Asbridge. She'll lead the rush the other way. Asbridge for the Capitals will send it in deep. Makes its way behind the net of Fields. That's going to be played for Kearney. Kearney up top. Finds Harlan. Harlan will send it back for Kearney on the boards. That's going to go off a stick. Good defensive play by the Selects in their own zone. That's going to be intercepted and sent back in deep. Asbridge on the forecheck centering pass will go off a body. We're past the 5-minute mark here in the first period. There's a shot. That's going to be stopped as Kearney had a good look there, but the field makes a save. Rebound in the corner. That will escape the zone. Leslie has it on the red line at center ice, so she'll send it back in deep. Back to retrieve it is Burris. Burris looking to clear. That's going to go off his stick. Stays in bounds. Puck comes free. There's a shot towards the goal, but it's going to be intercepted by Dwaron. She'll look to clear. Pass up ahead. Here is Hallie Rose McLean. She'll drop it off for Morrow. Sent in deep. Delaney have to play it. Plays it for Harlan. As played back, Leslie finds it. Sent up ahead off a stick, and that will be collected. Here is Richards. Richards loses the puck. And on the forecheck is Kelly. She'll go for a change after sending it in deep. Puck up ahead. Here's Connolly. Centering pass for Tanner. That'll go off her stick. Select still have the puck. Centering pass will be poked away. Parsons looking to clear. Met at the blue line. That will stay inside the zone. Here is Chisholm. Chisholm will make a move on the goal line. Has it on the net. Passing for it. One-timer blocked. It's Chisholm with a good look to find Richards, I believe, on the setup, and that will hit a body in front. I believe it was Dowling who got in front of that one. It's going to be passed up ahead. As McHenry looking for a penalty on the play. And that will be touched up and whistled down. See what the call is here. Tripping is the signal. And that will go against Allie Chisholm, number 3. So it'll be a Capitals power play. Puck is dropped, but they didn't like the way they dropped it, so we'll redo it. Driscoll out there with Zara Prince, Miley Payne, Aislinn Kearney, and Chloe Jodry for this power play. Looks like they got 4 forwards out there for this player advantage. As here's Prince looking for it on the boards. Zara Prince plays up top for Kearney. She can shoot the puck, plays it over to Payne. Payne back for Kearney. Met with pressure at the blue line, but plays it down in deep, gets a return pass. Aislinn Kearney has the puck, sent in deep again. Here's Jodry, loses it. Not be clear to the line, but kept in by Payne. Payne down the wall, finds Jodry, makes a few moves, but this aggressive selects penalty kill, causing havoc for the Caps. Is play to the point again. Here is Payne, a slap shot to the screen. That will make its way wide. Driscoll finds the rebound. Ella Driscoll up for Payne on the blue line. Payne over cross, finds Kearney, corrals it, sends it down low. Kearney shot towards the goal. Driscoll couldn't whack that home, and she was right there on the doorstep. Like back to the point, 1 minute to go in the power play. Here's Kearney back up top for Payne. Payne shot blocked by Hallie Rose, or that's Anna MacArthur rather. And she has the puck. MacArthur will drag short-handed, but good stick by Payne. Will free up the puck. Here comes Kearney up for Driscoll. Driscoll enters the zone on the right side, stays on side. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Play to the line. Leslie out there now. She finds Wilkie. Wilkie shot pass directed just wide. As Jodry, I believe that was beaten right on the doorstep. There's another chance. Blocker down by Fields. Rebound collected by the Caps. Good puck movement on this power play. Here's Leslie. Leslie's shot was blocked. That gets her own rebound. Finds Wilkie. Wilkie down low for Driscoll. Driscoll in the corner. Back up top for Wilkie. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Leslie now. Leslie towards the middle. It's going to be picked off by Hallie Rose McLean. And that will be cleared down the ice. As Leslie takes the pass from her goaltender. 10 seconds to go in the power play. As Parsons collects it. Here is Parsons. Over crossing for being intercepted. Well, that's going to do it for the power play. Back to 5-on-5, so the selects kill it off. As here's Beaton. Beaton will take it in the corner. Gets a shove into the wall. Puck comes free. Check on the selects. That's going to go off his skate and back inside the subway zone. Back to retrieve it is Richards. She has the puck, sent to the middle. She'll find the captain, McLean. She'll enter the zone on the left side. McLean will try and drag it through, but off a stick. That'll come free at the blue line. Sent back in by Gritton. There's a shot. That will go wide of the net. Past the glove. Kept in at the line by Boyle. Sent in deep. Here's McLean. Hallie Rose McLean to the blue line for Boyle. Here's Boyle. Shot up high, blocked with the hand. And that's going to hurt extra today with this cold rink. Those shots in the awkward areas. Definitely a factor as the season progresses into February, how cold it is and how those block shots hurt even more. That's going to be sent towards the goal. Delaney finds it in the corner. Fife, Francis McDonald looking for the loose puck. That's going to be collected behind the net. Rebound sent just wide. As here come the Capitals the other way. That's going to be played to the corner. We're halfway through this opening frame. As here comes the selects. With it now is Burris. Burris' shot will be deflected in the corner. Puck to the line. Here's Boyle. Boyle played it down the wall. That's going to be gloved down and kept in by Burris. That's sent back in deep. Here is Payne. Payne has the puck. Will start the rush for the Capitals. Plays up head for McHenry, but that will be sent right back in deep. As right there, the blue line was Burris waiting for it. Puck sent back in deep unintentionally by LaPierre. Back to retrieve it. Is Payne for the Capitals. Battle on the wall right in the blue line. He's trying to send that one in deep. Was Morrow. Eventually makes his way into the zone. As puck finds Payne. Payne will play it through the middle, nearly picked off, but finds a stick of Prince, so she'll drop it off for Dowling. Here comes Dowling for the Capitals. That's going to be picked off. As Sean Richards takes over, pass it ahead will be off a stick of Maya Martinson back in deep. Field will leave it behind the net. As that will make its way neutral ice. Richards looking for him on the forecheck. That will be played inside the zone. As puck comes free at the turnover, here's Tanner. Pass in front, intercepted by Driscoll. She'll lead the rush the other way with Prince. Good back check will prevent Driscoll from a clean entry. As puck comes free the other way, here comes Richards. Richards towards the goal, but good back check the other side. That's going to be a penalty on the play. Holding is the call. So, with exactly 8 minutes to go in the first period, it's the Selects' turn on the power play, and out comes Hallie Rose McLean for the face-off. Out there with Layla Burris, Carrie Dwaron, Anna MacArthur. Now here's a shot at the face-off, but that will be fanned on and cleared down the ice. This here is McLean. She takes the pass. McLean will play to the blue line. Pass across. Finds Burris. Burris back up top for Dwaron. Dwaron will find Burris again. Burris pass across. Looking for McLean. That will go off a skate. Puck comes free in the corner. Here is MacArthur. MacArthur. Pass up top. Finds Burris. Back over for Dwaron. Over for McLean. Lets a shot go, but blocked in front. Puck comes free. Here's Dwaron again. Dwaron plays it down low. Finds Vint. Vint up top. There's Burris. Pass over for Dwaron. Dwaron shot on net. Delaney makes a save. That will stop play. As I try to adjust my view here. Those of you watching at home, I'm told it's a bit crooked in the corner, but it looks okay to me on my screen. But I'll have to adjust in the intermission, I guess. Here's Burris. Burris finds MacArthur. MacArthur makes a move in the corner. MacArthur has in the slot. Pass across from McLean. Toe drag release. That was going to be blocked. So that was a good look there. We'll play on. And this power play, that will escape the zone. 35 seconds to go on the Capitals penalty. There is Burris. Pass to the middle, intercepted nearly by Asper. She got a piece of it. And that will be kept in at the line by Boyle. Sent back in deep for a Selects player. That's McLean, but that's going to be picked off and sent down the ice. Field will leave it for Grinton. Grinton, pass up ahead. Finds Boyle. Boyle will chip it in deep. There's a chance for Francis McDonald. Shot just goes wide. But that's going to do it for the power play. There's a pass up top for Gritton. Shot. Pass through the crease. That's going to hit a body and be sent the other way. Here comes Prince. Has Beaton up ahead. Finds her. Beaton 2-on-1 with Driscoll. Beaton. Pass across. Driscoll looking for the one-timer, but she fanned on and fell down. Good look there from the Capitals captain, but they couldn't find the back of the net. 5.5 to go in the first period. Still no score in Pictou. Here's Tanner. Tanner makes a move, but poke check will free up the puck. Comes free for Fife. Francis McDonald play to the blue line. Duty pass. This here is Burris. Shot on goal. Delaney makes a save. We'll jot the puck. There's a shot through the screen. That's going to be wide of the net and rebound up to the point. Here is Connolly. Connolly looking to center it. That will escape the zone to approach the 15-minute mark. This is a turned over but offside the line with 5:01 to go. We'll draw the puck right in front of the Capitals bench as head coach Kevin Bennett looks on. DD pass will be sent in deep by Leslie inside the last 5 minutes as the clock is not running on the rink scoreboard, but whatever. That's going to be played up ahead. There is Hallie Rose McLean. Will try into the zone. It's going to be played in the corner. That's going to... Clock is still not running here inside the rink. Now it is, so we just passed the 5 minutes to go mark. So I'll have to adjust my clock later. Let's play to the point. Here's a DDD pass. Shot on goal is stopped. Maybe Delaney rebound. Sent towards the net, but that will be cleared away. Puck is picked up now by the Capitals. This here is Vint. Sorry, that is Wilkie. She has the puck. Takes it wide as that we play in the corner. 4.5 to go. That's going to be a penalty on the play behind the net. Hooking's the call. Will go against the Subway Selects. Hooking's the call, and it will go against the captain, Hallie Rose McLean. A little too aggressive behind the net on the back check, so Capitals get another look on the power play. They had a good first opportunity, but they cannot score. Still scoreless here in Pictou, of course. That's going to be one back by the Selects in their own zone. They're on the penalty kill, looking to kill off this one, but it's going to be intercepted and kept inside the zone. Battle on the wall. That will still be on the boards, and eventually that's going to be found, but kept in, but then eventually that will be cleared down the ice. 4 minutes to go in the first. There's Payne up for Kearney. Mason Kearney battling with Sean Richards for possession. Played back for Payne. There's Marley Payne through the middle of the ice. Has the puck. Takes it wide left. Enters the zone. Payne still has the puck behind the net. Plays it up top. Finds Kearney. Kearney looking for a lane. Will drop it off for Payne at the blue line. Payne shot through the screen. Rebound is there. That will go off a stick. Chance to clear for Richards, and she will do so. 1 minute to go on the Selects penalty. Here is Kearney. Aislinn Kearney finds Beaton streaking through the middle. That's going to be off her stick and sent right back down the ice. Delaney out to play it. Leaves it for Payne. Payne up ahead. Finds Beaton. Beaton puts the brakes on the blue line, but her teammates were entering the zone, so that's going to be delayed offside as Leslie takes the pass off the bench. Leslie over to Wilkie. Wilkie will get the red line and try and chip it inside the zone. 23 seconds to go on the power play. That's going to be sent down the ice. Here's Leslie in her own blue line. Up for Parsons. Poked up for Beaton. Beaton will have that puck poked off her stick. Played by Leslie now. She has the puck. Neutral ice. Enters the zone left. Leslie trying to make her way inside the zone, but met at the blue line. Comes free for Harlan outside in the neutral zone. There's Asbridge. That's going to do it for the power play. So Selects are 2 for 2 in the penalty kill. Capitals 0 for 2 in the power play. Hallie Rose McLean right back out there. She has the puck on her stick. Here comes McLean, the captain. Will enter the zone, puts the brakes on, still has it. Shot up high! And that will just sail over the top shelf. She had a good look there in the top corner, but she couldn't get that puck on net. She's a dangerous scoring threat every time she steps on the ice. That is number 13 in navy blue today. As here she is again. Here's McLean. Shot up high, stop, rebound, cleared away. Another good look there from Hallie Rose, the leading scorer. That will escape the zone. Back to retrieve it is Boyle. She has the puck on her own blue line. Played off the wall, intercepted by Harlan and sent right back down deep. Field had to play it. Leaves it for Connolly. Ainsley Connolly up ahead. Here finds McLeod, but poked off the stick by Payne. 1:30 to go in the opening frame. Still no score. As a good forecheck will force the puck back inside the select zone. Driscoll on the forecheck, looking for it. Played up the boards. That will be kept in for a moment, eventually escapes the zone. Might be a 2-on-1, and it is. Here is Richard. Shot pass will just go wide as Morrow got tangled up in front looking for the redirection. That was definitely McLeod on the 2-on-1 with number 11 Morrow. As here is Payne. 1 minute to go in the opening frame. It's looking to be sent back in deep. There is a chance to clear for LaPierre. Kept in at the line. As Dwan will send it back in deep. 45 seconds to go. Here's Payne. Pass in the middle, nearly picked up. It might be an odd player rush, and it is. As here's Kearney, but can't get that pass where she wanted it, so that's going to be sent back in deep by the selects. Delaney had to play it. 30 seconds to go in the period. Payne can get to that puck, as that will be kept in. Payne back to retrieve it again. That's going to be played to the corner for Kearney. Intercepted. Shot on goal. Tipped in front by LaPierre unintentionally. That will go out the blocker, Delaney. 15 seconds to go. Here is Kearney. Enters his own left. Pass over. Puck bouncing. Kearney finds it. Kearney up top for Wilkie. Wilkie in the middle will let a shot go well wide of the net, and that will just about do it here for the period. So a scoreless first frame here in Pictou. As both teams went to the dressing rooms for the flood of the ice. You're tuning into High Bun Sports. Our coverage of the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League will continue after the intermission. Be back after the break. Welcome back for the second period of play. You're tuned into High Button Sports. Our coverage of the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League continues here this afternoon. It's the Subway Selects hosting the Greenfoot Energy Capitals here in beautiful Pictou, Nova Scotia at the Hector Arena. It is freezing inside of this rink, but not as cold as it is outside. It feels like minus 27, but we are at a nice and cool 0 degrees right now, as you can see by the thermometer on display inside the rink. So it's not too bad, but definitely not ideal. But that's hockey for you folks, and the colder it gets, the more important the games are as we approach February, which means it's almost playoff time here in the Major Girls Hockey League here in the Maritimes. The Selects currently in first place, but the Moncton Rockets are tied with them right now. They play the Fundy Kraken over in Quispam-Sis later tonight. So Selects looking to stay afloat at the top. Capitals are looking to stay relevant. They're in the middle of the standings right now. A bit of an inconsistent year for them, but a win here in Pictou would propel them in a good spot momentum-wise heading into playoffs, as Hallie Rose McLean and Ella Driscoll will take the opening draw, and we are underway in the second. Still no score here in Hector. A few power plays on both sides. 11-6 for the shots in favor of the Selects in the first period, as here is Driscoll. She has the puck in neutral ice. Will drop it off for Prince on the right wall, enters the zone. Driscoll recollects in the corner, has McLean on her. Puck comes free as Vint will collect it. Plays it over, finds Boyle. That's going to be picked off by Payne in neutral ice. Payne will go off the boards. Puck comes free, Driscoll looking for it. That will be sent the other way. Another battle ensues to the right side of the Capitals bench. That's going to be collected and cleared down by the Caps. Back to retrieve it is Gritton. She'll throw it up ahead for Boyle. That's going to be intercepted. Here comes Aspridge the other way. Enters the zone on the right side. Aspridge shot without the blocker of Amy Fields, the Selects goaltender here this afternoon. 12:44 local time here in Pictou. The game started just after 12, noon time. So pretty fast pace so far. That's going to be whistled down for an icing. 1 minute and 21 seconds in the middle frame. Selects can't change. They're pinned inside their defensive zone off the icing. Capitals will send out Payne on the blue line with Wilkie. Kearney in for the face-off against the captain McLean. Puck is dropped, but they'll have to redo the draw. It'll still be Kearney against McLean. The Selects get a chance to catch their breath there off the icing with a bit of a delay, but we are back to action, and that's going to be cleared by the net. Selects have it. Here is MacArthur. Will play it up, and MacArthur has it. She'll throw it towards goal off the shin pad of Payne. Marley Payne will lead the rush, but poke check comes free. Here's McLean. McLean will let a shot go low. Saved by Delaney as she stands her ground in the Capitals crease, as she had two very dangerous scoring threats right in front of her, McLean and MacArthur. As here's a shot low that will go off the stick of Aspridge. Puck comes free again. Here's a pass across. McLean back towards the crease, as looking for the give and go was Chisholm and McLean, but it's the second pass. The go pass, I guess you can call it, was out of the reach of Chisholm. Capitals have it. Here is Wilkie, sent through the middle, picked up by Poirier. That's Power, rather. Sydney Power. Play to the wall. That's O'Dane. We'll throw it in the corner. Power looking for it on the forecheck. She'll go skate to stick, but it gets tangled up. That comes free for Dwaron. She'll pass through the middle as Chisholm looking to bat out of midair, but unable to. That's going to be collected by Leslie and sent back in deep. Field out to play it. A cycle pass by Burris. looking for Dwaron. Will come free in the wall. Battle ensues. So about 3 minutes into this second period, that will escape the zone. Back to retrieve is Harlan, who will send it right back in deep. Field will leave it behind the net for Dwaron. As Field will take a spill in her crease. Looks to laugh it off. Parsons looking for the loose puck. That's going to be chipped inside the zone. McKendry on the forward check. We'll get to the puck first. Here is McHenry. Looking to center it. Plays up top for Leslie. Leslie has the puck on the blue line. Shot through the screen. Tipped on net and they score! Haley Dowling off the point shot. Redirects it past the blocker of Field, and the Caps strike first here on the road. Leslie let the point shot go, and right there in front with the stick, number 27, Haley Dowling, redirects it into the top shelf. And the Caps here on the road have the first goal of the game. That's going to be picked up. Here is McCaddy. Will play it inside her own zone. Ashton McCaddy will throw it up ahead. It's going to be off a skate, and that will stay inside the Selects end. Battle in the corner. As you can see some of the banners right in front of the Subway Selects dressing room showing off their proud history. As McHenry looking to clear, comes free for Payne at the blue line, right back out there for the Capitals. There's a shot, redirection, rebound, sent just wide. Right there on the doorstep with Jessica Parsons looking to find the rebound. It's been all Capitals here in the second period. Here come the Selects. Sent across, picked up by Martin. There's Mila Martin. Enters the zone on the left side. Puts the brakes on. Cycled in deep. Finds McCaddy. McCaddy loses the puck. Sent to the boards. Played back in deep by Gritton. Puck comes free for LaPierre. She'll throw it up the wall. Poked up the zone by Jodry. Sent back inside the Capitals end. LaPierre looking to get there first. She has Richardson on the forward check. Pass up ahead by Payne. Like bouncing in neutral ice as Selects are offside. It's going to be touched up by McLean, and that will be a whistle. 4.5 have gone in the second period. The Capitals just scored the first goal off the stick of Haley Dowling. Point shot from Josie Leslie was directed in front, and that's the only goal so far. That's going to be one back. Back to retrieve it is Walter. She'll go D to D. We're pinching in. As Gritton will keep the play inside the zone. Puck comes free the other way. Here's Dwaron. They're going to get by Driscoll on the forward check. Dwaron up the wall. Finds McLean. As Beaton picks her pocket at neutral ice, so send it back in deep. That's a retrieve is Dwaron once again. As she'll play it over for Gritton. Now will stay inside the zone. Beaton plays up top for Walter. Walter's shot will be blocked in front by McLean. She uses the glove to get in front of that one. Pass over across for Dwaron. As here is Hallie Rose McLean looking for it. That's going to be intercepted. As here's Driscoll now. Ella Driscoll will circle back and neutral ice towards her own zone. Up ahead for Leslie as Aspridge can handle the pass, and that might be an icing, and it is. I don't know if the clock is working properly on the other side there, because I had 14.5 left and they had 15.5. I don't even think that clock ran for a minute there, but whatever. They're just adding extra time in this game, I guess. You gotta love your time at the rink, so more time here is no issue here with High Bun Sports. As here is Harland. Up for Jodry. Pass intercept to neutral ice and back in deep. As they're definitely having clock issues because they are way ahead of me. Trying to do my best to keep up with the time crew over there on the other side of the rink, but they're making it even harder and harder for me every shift, it looks like, as puck to the point. There's a shot blocked. Chance the other way. Might be a breakaway for Aspridge, but out to play it is Field, who came flying out of her crease. That was probably the right play to make, as Aspridge might have had a breakaway there. Field didn't play the puck as he turned over. There's a pass in front as Kearney found the funny hop off the boards in the corner. Nearly a goal for the Capitals again. as Field was out to play behind the net, but it did not make its way behind the net. It took a funny hop. It's a chance the other way. Here is MacArthur, but couldn't get a shot on net. Puck in the corner. Here's Richards. Richards battling for possession. It's going to be sent in deep. Lapierre finds it in the corner. Gabby Lapierre up for Jodry. Pass to the middle. Finds Kearney, but poked off the puck by Chisholm. Lapierre regains possession. D over to Payne. Payne finds Asbridge. Streaking through the middle. Here comes Asbridge for the Capitals. Well, with a shot go blocked in front. Kearney looking for the rebound, but collected by Tanner. Bria Tanner has the puck on her stick. Pass the middle. That will be poked away by Wilkie. Neutral ice. As here is Chisholm. Plays it over for Tanner. She'll play it off the wall. Tanner will try and backhand inside the zone. Puck comes free. Tanner on the forward check, but able to get back versus Abby Kelly, number 77. Battle ensues in the corner to the left side of Delaney. So still looking for that loose puck. Finally comes free. Caps have it. Here is Walter. Walter up ahead for O'Day. That's going to be intercepted and sent back in deep. Caps bench encouraging their team to use the boards there in that play, looking to escape the zone. As here's O'Day. O'Day has the puck, trying to dump it in deep. She'll get the zone. Comes free for Sydney Power in the corner, but she loses the puck off the poke check. Selects have it. Here's Hallie. Rose McLean will throw it up out on her backhand. Finds Morrow. Morrow will send it in deep. Out to play it is Delaney. She'll pick it up and go backhand over to Leslie. Leslie looking for Harlan. It's going to be kept inside the zone by the forward check of Martin. Play to the circle. McHenry has it now, but sent right back in deep by Selects at the turnover. There's Martin, Morrow, and McLean out there. The triple M line, 11, 10, and 13. Capitals have it. Here is Parsons weaving her way through her own zone. Plays over to Harlan. Harlan. That puck will go off his skate on the dumping attempt, but it ends up being offside. With 12.5 to go in the second period, the Capitals on the road have the lead over the top dog Selects. They played yesterday over in Bedford. This is the second of a home and home for the weekend set. Subway Selects won 3-2 in that game. Anna MacArthur had a pair in that one to lead her team to victory. As here come the Selects. It's me taken in deep by Sean Richards. Sent in behind the net. Looking for on the forecheck is McLeod. Puck comes free on the wall. Play to the point. DD pass. There's a shot blocked in front by Burris. As actually collected is Dwaron. She has the puck. She'll chip it inside the zone. About 8 minutes have gone here in the second period. Here's Payne. Marley Payne will go skate to stick. Played up ahead, but picked off by Connolly. Who'll send it back in deep. Back to retrieve it is Lapierre. She'll drop it off for Payne. Payne, but loses the puck. Good forecheck by the Selects captain. We'll keep it inside the zone. Here's Fife Francis McDonald looking for it. It's going to go off a body on the shot attempt. Comes free neutral ice. DD pass. Finds Boyle. Played up ahead. Here is MacArthur. MacArthur shot blocked, and that will make its way in the corner. Stays in bounds. Puck will be flipped out of play, and that will freeze play with 11.5 to go. Shots are 12-10 in favor of the Selects, but they are down by a goal here at home. Puck is dropped. Makes its way to the wall. Shot from distance will go wide of the net. That was Connolly looking for a point shot. As another chance will be redirected by Delaney in the corner. Selects have it. Here is McCaddy. McCaddy loses the puck. Battle ensues. Comes free. There's a shot into the glove of Delaney. She had no problem with that one. Actually covers things up for the whistle. Hallie Rose McLean right back out there for this face-off. She'll oppose Aislinn Kearney, two teammates of Team Atlantic that won silver a few months ago in Mount Pearl, Newfoundland at the U18 Nationals. As here is McLean. Hallie Rose McLean leads the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League in scoring. Drops off of the blue line. Here's a shot looking for the tip in front. Might have gotten a stick, but Delaney makes a save with the pad. As here's Asbridge. Asbridge, 3-on-2 developing. Takes it wide. Asbridge puts the brakes on in the corner, looking to center. That'll go off a stick and wide of the net. Selects have it, looking to spring a player, but that's going to be picked off. That was Chisholm looking for that pass. It kept in. It's going to be played behind the net. Dwaron looking to clear. Pokes it up for Tanner. Comes free. That's going to be sent back in the corner by Gritton. Tanner plays it back down low for Gritton. Gritton will play to the wall for Chisholm. Chisholm up ahead for Hallie Rose McLean. She has the puck. Under the zone. Will send it in deep. Puck behind the net. Harlan looking for it. Battle ensues as we're past the halfway mark of regulation. 10 minutes have come and gone here in the second period. It has been all a 1-0 Capitals lead. I shouldn't say all Capitals. The Selects have some good chances, but Delaney has been solid in net so far. So here's Hallie Rose McLean. Loses it for Leslie. Leslie has the assist on the only goal in this game. She'll take it wide on the entry. Shot will be deflected off a shin pad. Selects have it. It's going to be played to the corner. Power on the forward check, looking for the loose puck against Tanner. Comes free behind the net. Looking to clear his Burris. That'll come free for Sean Richards. She has the puck on her stick. Richards from her old goal line makes a few moves inside her own zone. As O'Dan will poke it back inside, but still with possession is Richards. Richards up the boards. Finds McCaddy. But McCaddy loses as LaPierre came pinching through. Puck comes free for Burris. As Selects are changing, but able to avoid the too many players on the ice call. Pass up ahead. O'Dan looking for it. Battle ensues in front of the Capitals bench. It's going to be played over across. Here's Gritton. Plays over for Boyle. Carly Boyle. Will enter the zone, gets taken down. No call on the play. Picked up as Payne. Puck played up ahead for Dowling. Good pinch and neutral ice by Gritton will prevent his own entry. That will come free in neutral ice. Picked up by McLeod. McLeod looking to take it wide, met there by Wilkie. 8:10 to go. Here's McCaddy looking for him on the forward check. Comes free for the Capitals. Pass up ahead. Here comes Jessica Parsons. Parsons will get the red line and send it in deep. As Field out to play it. These are for Boyle. Pass up ahead. Finds McLeod. Evan McLeod looking to center. That's going to go off the body. He'll be back checking Parsons. Comes free neutral ice. Picked up. Here's Gritton. Loses it. Finds McCaddy. McCaddy has beaten on the forward check. Will have to escape her. Nice move. Put up ahead. Sent in deep by Fife Francis McDonald. As Delaney had to play it this time. Plays it to her defense person. That's going to be intercepted. Selects have it in the own zone. Here is Anna MacArthur. As she gets pinned to the wall. 7:20 to go. Played up top. Pass to the defense. Here's a shot blocked. As rebound collected. Here is the Selects now. McLean has it. She'll drop it off the blue line for Gritton. Here's Dwaron. Passes it over. Here's a shot low. Will just be sent wide. I believe that was Burris who let that one go. As chance the other way now. Wilkie on the forward check, but Burris gets back first to get the puck. She'll lead the rush the other way. It might be a odd player rush. Burris using her speed. Shot will go into the glove of Delaney as she went all the way from her own zone. Not for that rush, but could not solve Delaney, who's up to 15 saves now and 15 shots here in Pictou. Puck is dropped. McLean's still out there for the face-off. Makes its way to the blue line. Sent to the half wall. Shot low, looking for the tip. That will be directed wide by Delaney. Here is McLean. Put it to the line for Boyle. Boyle, duty pass. Finds Conley. Shot will be blocked by Kearney. Play to the ball. Battle ensues. As there's 7 players right on the boards over there looking for the loose puck. Out of the 10 that are on the ice. Makes its way out the zone. Battle ensues as Asbridge will poke it in deep. Boyle back to retrieve it up ahead. Picked off. Here's Asbridge again. She gets poked off the puck on the blue line. Kearney looking for it. As it's going to be played ahead by Jodry. She'll lose it, sent back in deep. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. Capitals still up by 1 goal. As that's going to be chipped inside the zone. Loose puck comes free for Dwaron. She'll make the move behind their own net. Dwaron finds Vint. Looking ahead for Rose McLean as we picked off by Power. As that drop pass at the top of the zone stays inside. Here's a shot blocked as O'Dane looking to get that puck on net. Battle in the corner. 5 1/4 to go in the second period. They're still battling for it to the glove side of field. Puck comes free. That will be played outside the zone, so Capitals are offside. Pass to the middle, looking for the stick of Vince. That'll be deflected in deep. LaPierre has it now. LaPierre with 5 minutes to go in the second. Finds Payne. Marley Payne will throw it in deep off her backhand. Back to retrieve it is Gritton. Gritton loses the puck, is in the forecheck. There's Kelly, but that will be picked off. It's a nice move in front of her own net was Gritton. Plays the puck ahead. Here come the selects. That's going to be sent in the zone by Tanner. 4 1/2 to go. As the Capitals will take over. That will escape the zone. Here's Connolly now. Back to retrieve it. Connolly looking to get by Parsons on the forecheck. McHenry finds it. Parsons will turn it over. Finds Chisholm. Chisholm try and poke it inside the zone. Dowling back to retrieve it. She'll go over to Wilkie, but out of her reach. Parsons finds it. That will escape the zone once again. Back to retrieve it is Layla Burris. She has the puck. Burris looking to dump it in. It's going to be kept in. Here's Burris again. Burris puts the brakes on, looking for an option. We'll cycle it in deep. 4 minutes to go here in the second period here in Hector Arena. That will escape the zone once again. Shady pass. Finds Burris. Burris plays it over across. Sent in deep. That's puck bouncing the blue line. Battle ensues as McCaddy got tangled up. Capitals have it. Here's Walter. Walter will chip it off the boards. That will be sent down the ice. Will it be an icing? Yes, it will be. So they'll drop the puck inside the Capital zone. They cannot change due to the icing call. .3:13 to go in the second period. Puck is dropped, one back to the point. Selects have it. Here's McLean up top. Finds Gritton. Gritton will hold on to it. Sends it back in deep. That'll be played in behind the net in the corner. Played back to the point. Gritton looking for it, but that'll off his stick. There's another chance for Gritton. Shot low will be deflected wide by Delaney with her stick. Looking to clear. That will make its way out of play, which will freeze play. Just about 3 minutes to go in the second period. Capitals leading the Selects 1-0 on the road. Puck is dropped. One of the point is a shot. Will be sent wide. As that was Boyle letting that one rip. Here's McLean, loses it. That will be sent down the ice, and that might be another icing call. But no, Driscoll beats it out with her speed. Here is Driscoll. Finds Jodry. Play to the point. Leslie has it. Shot blocked on its way through as Harlan let that one rip as their second chance will be played wide. Here come the Selects now. Pass up ahead. Finds MacArthur. Anna MacArthur will take it to the middle. Here's MacArthur's shot. Stopped by Delaney. There'll be no rebounds. 2:15 to go. Lauren Delaney standing her ground. Kearney in for the face-off. Puck is dropped. It's going to be one ahead. That might be another icing call opportunity, but once again the Capitals beat out. Penalty on the play. So a good hustle from Kearney to beat the icing. She also draws a penalty on the play, so that just shows you how important hard work and grit are in this game. Kearney will stay out there for the power play alongside Payne, Jodry, Driscoll, and Prince. Caps are 0 for 2 so far here this afternoon. 2:03 to go, 2-minute penalty. So unless they score, this will basically be a power play for the rest of the period as the face-off deemed unfair, so they'll redo it. Prince will take it this time instead. Puck dropped. Play to the point. Here's Payne. Payne over cross for Kearney. Kearney will let a shot go low off the blocker as Field found that through the screen at the last moment. It looked like that was a sure goal from this angle, as I was directly behind Kearney when she took that shot, so I saw that all the way, and that nearly just barely stayed out. As he played back to the point. Here's Payne. Payne over to Kearney. Kearney can handle it cleanly. Has the puck on the boards. Kearney down low. Gets the return pass. Now on the half wall is Kearney. She'll make her way back up top for Payne. Marley Payne will make her way through the middle of the ice. Let a slap shot go up high. That will just sail wide as Driscoll finds the rebound. Driscoll looking for Jodry. Jodry has it. Drops it for Driscoll. Back for Jodry. It's a one-timer gloved down by Fields. No rebound from number 1 in blue. Same 5 will stay out there. Or no, it looks like Leslie will take off Payne, but no, that's going to be too late of a change. So Payne will stay out there. Puck is dropped. One to the point here is Payne. Shot will be just sent wide. Prince looking for it. Zara Prince has the puck on the wall. Looking to set up it on the power play. Her drop passing intercepted, and that will make its way past Kearney and down the ice. Payne back to retrieve it. Payne with Hallie Rose McLean on the forward check, but Kearney gets it back just in time. 45 seconds to go in the period. Here is Kearney. Kearney towards the net. Shot up off the mask. That will go out of play. Kearney came blazing down the right wing, but Fields uses her bucket to make the save, and it's still a 1-0 score. That's probably the best look on this power play besides that other Kearney shot, as they'll make it some changes here. Beaten in for the draw against the Cats and McLean, the league leading point getter. It's going to be one back. Looking to clear. There's Gritton. Beaton finds it in the corner. 35 seconds to go. As they're still battling for it on the wall. As Asbridge finds it by the net. Here is Beatrice Asbridge. Has the puck on the half wall now. Plays it over for Leslie. Leslie up top. As it's going to be played back in deep by Wilkie, but that'll be a turnover and then sent right back down the ice. Wilkie back to retrieve it. Up for Parsons, and that's going to do it for the power play. 3 seconds to go in the period. Here's Parsons up top, and that will do it for the second. So the Capitals have the only goal so far off the stick of Haley Dowling. So they'll take a 1-0 lead into the third period. Tune into High Bun Sports coverage of the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League live to Hector Arena in Pictou. Third period of play coming up after the intermission. Welcome back for the third period of play. Your 291 Sports Maritime Major Girls Hockey League coverage. It's the Selects hosting the Capitals in the second half of a home and home. Selects won yesterday, but it's the Capitals who had the lead after 2 periods. 1-0 is your score. Both goalies have been excellent so far. Lauren Delaney for the Capitals has made 18 saves. All over on the other side, Amy Field is 14 for 15. Just the 1 goal so far in this game. Came in the second period, as it was Haley Dowling who tipped in a Josie Leslie point shot. That's her only goal so far. 20 minutes left in regulation, and we are back underway in the third period of play here in Pictou, Nova Scotia. An all Nova Scotian matchup, Capitals and Selects. As here's Kearney. Has the puck, takes it wide. Kearney towards the goal. Fan on another pass in front will be picked off by Anna MacArthur. MacArthur had 2 goals yesterday in the game in Bedford. Here's Asperger's shot will be fought up by Field. A rebound from the corner. Play to the line. Here's Harlan. Back to the wall. Sent towards the goal. Kearney looking for it, but it's going to be redirected. Chance to clear for Gritton, and she will. From the Selects as MacArthur has the puck. MacArthur will take it in the corner. Has Harlan on her. Makes his way up the wall. Asperge. That's going to be collected by MacArthur again. Here's Anna MacArthur. Shot low, deflected wide by Delaney with the stick. That will stay out. As here's Leslie. As that will make its way around the opposite boards. Finds Asperge, who will play up ahead. It's a foot race for the puck. As Field out to play it. Fields will go forehand at the wall. She'll find Fife. Francis McDonald neutral ice. So leave it for McLeod. As Chisholm has it. Play the boards. That's going to be picked off. Chance the other way as Parsons has it with McHenry. As that will be played to the boards. Comes free. And that's going to be a tripping call on neutral ice. So the Selects wanted the power play. A minute and a half into the third. Tripping is the call against Parsons. A chance here for the Selects to tie the game. Two minutes for tripping. Out there for this power play is MacArthur, Hallie Rose McLean, Layla Burris, Rogan Vint, and Kari Dwaron. Those are the 5 players out there looking to tie the game on the power play. Here is Dwaron. Plays it over. Finds Burris. Burris has it on the wall now in the corner. That's going to be intercepted and cleared down the ice. Back to retrieve it is Dwaron. She has the puck in her own corner. 15 seconds have gone on the penalty. As Dwaron colliding with Burris on the exchange there, but Burris able to make the play up ahead. Here comes Burris, enters the zone. Burris, it's a shot out the block. A rebound sent towards the goal, but covered up by Delaney. So that will freeze play. Same 5 will stay out there for the Subway Selects. McLean in for the draw against Driscoll. Puck is dropped. One back by the captain for the Capitals. That's going to be cleared to the line. That will get by Burris. Chance the other way. Here's Prince shorthanded. Prince will get poked out the puck. That's going to be another turnover, but Prince falls down. Here come the Selects. MacArthur has it. Anna MacArthur enters the zone on the right side. Takes it towards the goal. Puts the brakes on. Sets up for this power play. Play to the point. Pass over. Finds Boyle. Boyle walking in. Shoots one out the mask, and that will be kept out as chance to clear. Might be a 2-on-2. Prince and Driscoll. Sent it in deep, but that's going to be a dump and change for the Capitals. 48 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Boyle. Plays it up ahead. So it's going to be out of the reach of Richards. Puck comes free. Here is Hallie Rose McLean. Makes a move towards the top of the zone, but off a stick of Asperge. Comes free. Here's Boyle. Sent towards the net. That will go off a skate and wide. As Beaton will collect it on the penalty kill for the next 30 seconds of the Capitals. Clearing attempt will be kept in for a moment. Asperge finds it. Asbridge has the puck short-handed, 1-on-2. Asbridge takes it wide. Still has the puck behind the net, looking to kill some clock here. As from cycled in deep, finds Beaton. Beaton gets taken down. Puck comes free. Here is MacArthur. And MacArthur will lead the rush for the Subway Selects here at home. Into the zone in the middle. Shot will go wide past the glove. Collected by Francis McDonald. Play to the point. Back to 5-on-5 as Burris back in deep, so the Capitals kill off the penalty. That we sent on goal. Delaney makes a save with the glove. And that will freeze play. About 3.5 have gone here in the third. It's still 1-0 for the Capitals here on the road. McCaddy will lose the face off the power. Payne finds it. Up for O'Dan, the wall. Pinching in is Connolly, looking to keep it inside the zone. Battle ensues. So still looking to dig that puck off the wall. It finally comes loose for a moment, and that will be poked out of the zone by Wilkie. Loose puck is looking to get there first is Burrish, and she will throw it up the wall. Kept in by LaPierre, came pinching through. 4 minutes have gone here in the third. Here is Connolly looking to clear. She'll circle back in her own zone as puck will find the stick of McCaddy. Over to Connolly again, pass to the middle, picked up on the backhand by Morrow, and that's going to be sent in deep. LaPierre back to retrieve it for the Capitals outside of her own corner. Here is Gabby LaPierre up for Kearney. Kearney plays it over for Payne on the weak side deep pass in the entry. Here's Payne. Payne's shot will go out the blocker of field. That will be redirected in the corner. Here's Kearney. Makes a move. Has the puck. Looking to play it up top and intercepted. Chance the other way. Puck is poked in the zone and neutral ice. Players fall down, but no call on the play. Here is Captain Wilkie behind her own net. Has the puck, looking to spring Kearney out of her reach. Picked off by the Selects, sent back towards the zone. As Tanner looking forward on the forechecker, and Payne get tangled up. One's free for Hallie Rose McLean. Here's McLean, shot low. Rebounds there, but cleared away. Here's Richards. She gets taken down by Payne. Penalty on the play. Might be another Selects power play, and it is. Goal to the bench. Here's a pass in front, but picked off, and that's going to be touched up and whistled down. Boarding is the signal against Marley Payne. Another chance for this Selects power play to go to work. Hallie Rose McLean will stay out there. Dwaron, MacArthur, Vint, and Dwaron out there as well as Layla Burris. That's the 5 out there for the Selects. Going to tie the game once again on the power play. Here's Burris. Plays it over, finds Dwaron. Switches spots, plays over McLean. Here's McLean, shot blocked by Driscoll with the shin pad. Here's McLean. Hallie Rose McLean has the puck at the top of the zone, looking for a lane. Shot low, we blocked because she made a nice move to free herself up. It's going to be kept in at the line. Here's Burris, plays it over for Dwaron. Carry Dwaron, back over to Burris. Burris, back for Dwaron up top. Dwaron will drop it from McLean. Here is Hallie Rose McLean. Shot through the screen will be blocked on the way through as Leslie finds the rebound, looking to clear. It's going to be kept in for a moment. Puck comes free. Here's Burris, up for Dwaron. Dwaron, back for Burris on the top of the circle. She'll let a shot go low. Delaney makes a save. And there'll be no rebound once again. Up to 23 shots is Lauren Delaney, the third-year goalie. Same 5 will stay out there for the Subway Selects. The Capitals make some changes, a wholesale change for them, 4 new players. Beaton will take the draw against McLean. Puck is dropped. One ahead is going to be off a pad in front. Here's Wilkie looking to clear, kept in. Puck comes free in the circle, sent to the corner. Another chance for Wilkie to clear, and this time it will go down the ice. Field out to play it. Leaves it for Dwaron. 1 minute to go on the power play. Dwaron plays up ahead. Puck finds MacArthur. MacArthur will try and throw it back for Dwaron, but she was a little ahead of the pass. Dwaron will restart the rush for the Selects in the power play. Dwaron through the middle will send it into the corner. Battle ensues with Walter for the loose puck. As McLean finds out of the corner. Here's Hallie Rose McLean, but to the point. Puck finds Burris. Burris shot looking for the redirection in front. Rebound sent towards the crease but covered up by Delaney. As McLean came falling down on her unintentionally, but no beef there after the whistle. 28 seconds to go in the power play. New unit comes out there for the selects. Richardson for the draw against Power. Puck is dropped. That's going to be played to the circle, kept in. As drop pass will be collected. Chance to clear for O'Day, and she will do so. As there's a potential turnover, but the selects regain possession. They have the puck in neutral ice. Here is Gritton. She'll lose it. That will escape the zone. Puck comes free for McCaddy. And that's going to do it for the power play. Back to 5-on-5. Capitals get another penalty kill to go their way. This here's McCaddy. McCaddy enters the zone on the right side. Loses at the blue line, but sent back in deep by Boyle. About 7.5 minutes have gone here in the third. Still 1-0 for the Capitals here on the road. That will escape the zone. There's McCaddy. McCaddy over to Boyle. She'll take it in the zone on the right side. Boyle. Play to the corner. Battle ensues. Puck comes free for a moment. Power looking for it. That's going to come free for McLean, who's right back out there for the select. There's a shot from the point. Rebound covered up on Delaney. As Connolly let the point shot go. No rebound in harm's way. Delaney makes a save. So the league leading scorer, McLean, right back out there after the power play for this ozone face-off. She'll oppose Aisling Kearney, their Team Atlantic teammate. Puck is dropped. It's going to be sent towards the net. They'll hit a shin pad as Asperidge plays it up for Jodry. Numbers the other way for the Capitals. Here's Jodry. We'll send it into the zone. Kearney on the forward check. She'll get there first. Looking to center it. That will go off a shin pad and wide. LaPierre looking for it. That'll make its way up the wall. McLean looking to clear. Kept in by the Caps. Approaching the halfway mark of the third. Here come the Caps. Burris has it. Plays it over. Finds Martin. That's going to be offside the line. With 11:18 to go in the third, it's still 1-0. Just the one goal in this game so far. Delaney and Field have been excellent. Delaney up to 25 saves now. So drop the puck on neutral ice to the select side of the ice. Puck is dropped. Poked up ahead. Comes free as Payne will circle back in her own zone. DD over to LaPierre. LaPierre looking to find Jodry. It's coming off his stick inside the zone. Asper's looking for it, but good back check from Connolly. Puck in the corner. 11 minutes to go. As they're still not starting the clock here in the Hector Arena. Clock is not running. Here is MacArthur. MacArthur enters the zone. It's going to be sent in deep. Puck in the corner. Battle ensues. Now the clock's running now. So 11:10 to go according to the timekeeper. Here's Dwaron. Shot low, looking for the rebound. Chance there. Sent on net. Another chance. They whack away, but Delaney stands her ground. Covers things up with 11 minutes to go. 10:59 to be exact. Definitely a home game advantage. That's when you have the timekeeper on your time, giving extra time in the game. As the selects are down a goal. That's going to be kept in at the line by Dwaron. Here's another chance for Dwaron. Scores! We're all tied up here at the Hector Arena. Carrie Dwaron finally beats Delaney. And it's 1-1. Delaney might have been screened. Dwaron with a perfect puck shot, seeing eye shot, past the glove, and it is a 1-1 game here in Hector. That's going to poke the head. Here comes Chisholm, as she can get the angle. Puck comes free in the corner. 10:40 to go. It's a 1-1 game here in Pictou. That's going to be played up the boards. Driscoll looking to clear. Kept in at the line. Just a chance sent toward the net, redirected wide. This here is Driscoll with the puck in the corner. Loses it. Comes free for Parsons. She'll circle back. Sent up ahead. Kept in. Here's McCaddy. McCaddy leaves at the blue line for Gritton. DD passers. Dwaron again. Shot glove down by Delaney. She saw that one and made the save. .10:08 to go. It's 1-1. About halfway through the third period. Most recent goal came off the stick of Carrie Dwaron. Puck behind the net, Lapierre looking to get it out. Puck comes sent towards the crease, but cleared away. Here's Power. Power will throw it up the wall. It's going to be sent in deep. Power gets there first. Tangled up on the net, finds the stick of McLean. Here's Hallie Rose McLean, the captain for the Subway Selects. Enters the zone. Here's McLean sent towards the net. That'll be blocked away by Delaney. Puck on the wall. Kept in at the line. Payne looking to clear. Comes free. Here's McLean on the goal line. McLean on the backhand. Delaney makes a save. As rebound will be played to the corner. Chance to clear. There's O'Day. O'Day has the puck for the Capitals. Takes it wide. Here's O'Day towards the goal. Couldn't finish off the move. Has no penalty in the play. Here is Burris now. Layla Burris will lead the rush for the Selects. Plays it through the middle. It's going to out of the reach of McLeod. Richards looking for it. Jodry looking to clear. It's going to be kept in. Here's Morrow. Morrow shot low. Looking for the tip. Will just sail wide. Kept in by Burris. Sent in deep. Richards looking for it. That will be collected by Kearney. Up ahead for Asbridge. 2-on-2 of Jodry. Here is Beatrice Asbridge, takes it wide. 8:40 to go here in the third. It's a 1-1 game. Asbridge has a puck behind the net for the Capitals. Puts the brakes on. Sent in deep. Finds Jodry. Jodry sending pass, being intercepted. Here comes Dwaron. Carrie Dwaron has the puck. Makes a move. Dwaron will let a pass through the slot go, but intercepted. Chance of the way. Here comes Kearney. Aishan Kearney makes a move, but loses the puck on the back check. Comes free. Here's Dwaron. Sent down the ice. And he picked up by the Capitals. Here's McHenry. McHenry will lose the puck for a moment. Comes free at the line. Parsons looking to hold the zone. Harlan couldn't get there. Puck comes free. Here's McCaddy. Sent in deep. Looking to clear the Capitals. Now we play to the corner. Inside 8 minutes to go here in the third. Past the point is a shot up high. Delaney makes a save. And will cover up as Boyle let that one rip from the blue line. Selects will keep the same five out there. A wholesale change for the Capitals inside their own zone. McCaddy against Driscoll for the face-off. Puck dropped. One behind the net. Here's Payne. Payne up ahead, but kept in by Gritton, who came pinching down the wall. 7.5 to go. Here is Driscoll behind her own net. Ella Driscoll will take it wide, trying to clear her zone. She still has the puck on the boards. Driscoll towards the middle. Here's Driscoll's shot will be gloved down by Fields. And that will freeze play once again. And bench opens on the Select side. Out comes Hallie Rose McLean. Expect to see lots of her as this game winds its way down. The Selects want to stay at the top of the standings. They got the Rockets and the Surge right on their tail. It is currently tied right now. And this one, puck is dropped. Now we play up ahead. Here come the Selects. Chisholm has it, over across. Here's McLean, back to Chisholm, and they score! Guess who? It's Allie Chisholm off the pass from Hallie Rose McLean. 2-on-1 ends up off the stick of Chisholm. Allie Rose McLean adds on to her league lead in points. It is now a 2-1 score, 7:09 to go. Selects have scored 2 goals here in the third period to take the lead. Here's Wilkie. Plays it up ahead. Chance the other way, might be a 2-on-1. Here is a pass across from Powers towards the net. Was Kelly. Pass towards the goal, and they get it right back. We are tied once again. Charlotte O'Day with the equalizer. It did not take long for a response. That was about 20 seconds after the go-ahead goal from the Selects. The Capitals have made a 2-2 game. What a third period this has turned out to be. As here's Wilkie. Over to Walter. Walter will throw it off the boards. Driscoll looking for it. Sent across. As battle ensues on the wall. It's going to be free and neutral ice. Here's Walter. Walter will send it in deep. 6:40 to go here in the third. It's tied at 2s. 3 goals in the third period. As Richards will send it in deep. Collected by Leslie. They're still looking forward behind the net. Puck comes free, sent towards the net, but cleared away. Puck at the point, DD pass. Looking for Dwaron. Dwaron had the first goal for the Selects. And then quickly followed by Allie Chisholm. And then right after, Charlotte O'Day made it 2-2. A couple of quick goals to electrify this third period. As here's Dwaron again. Dwaron's shot will be off the stick of Walter. Puck comes free. Sent in deep. Puck behind the net. Here is Richards. Centering pass. It's a chance at Delaney with the pad. Makes the save. Another shot, Delaney once again. Another save. Another chance. That'll be sent just wide. Delaney standing her ground here in Pictou. It's still 2-2. That will escape the zone. Dwaron back to retrieve it inside their own end. Capitals are changing. 5.5 to go in the third. Played up ahead. Here come the Selects. As Martin has it, she'll send it in deep. Payne finds it. Payne loses it. Here's McCaddy. Way to the point. DD pass. Sent ahead by Boyle. Boyle will throw it back in deep. That'll find the net. Morrow looking for it. That comes free for Asbridge. Looking to clear. It's going to be kept in by Boyle. Sent back in deep. Lapierre back to retrieve it. 5 minutes to go now in the third. Still 2-2. That puck will make its way to neutral ice. Sent right back down by Boyle. Here's Lapierre. Lapierre up the wall. Finds Asbridge. Asbridge will chip it out the zone. Back to retrieve it is Connolly. Connolly has the puck in front. Jodry looking to free up the puck. 4:40 to go. Here's a centering pass, and they score! Capitals regain the lead. Haley Dowling double dips here in Pictou. It's 3-2. Puck came loose in front. Dowling found it and whacked it inside the net. Capitals have regained the lead. A back and forth third period. Capitals back on top. They led 1-0 heading into this final frame. It is now 3-2 for them. As here's Prince. Has the puck. We'll send it inside the zone. Puck is bouncing. Here's a chance to clear. MacArthur has it. Pass up ahead. Here come the Selects. Rose. Hallie Rose McLean has the puck. Jodreg shot blocked. Play to the point. Here is Dwaron. Dwaron plays it over, finds Burris. Shot up high, glove down by Delaney. She'll freeze play with 4:01 to go. What a third period this has turned into. 3-2 is your score. A flurry of goals on a chilly late January afternoon game. 1:45 p.m. local time. As McCaddy in for the draw against Dowling, who's on hat-trick watch now. 2 goals on the afternoon. Here's Dwaron up top. Dwaron plays to the wall. Finds Chisholm. That'll make its way to the corner. Picked up. Here is Asbridge. Asbridge will chip it out the zone. Puck bouncing. Regained by the Selects, but turned over. Here comes Dowling looking for the hat trick. Stop, rebound! Another save from Fields. A showstopper from the Selects goalie. As Dowling looking for the hat trick, let the shot go out the pad. Asbridge was right there for the rebound, but Fields keeps it 3-2. What a third period this has been. As Hallie Rose right back out there for this face-off against Kearney. The Team Atlantic teammates going out in the dot once again. Puck dropped. It's me one down the ice. Wilkie back to retrieve it. Wilkie looking by the forecheck of Vint. Puck comes free. Power looking to clear. Power collides with Burris. Chance either way. Here is Kearney. Shot up high into the glove of Fields, who makes the save once again. This game sure has opened up in the final frame. Lots of 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s. 3-2 is your score. Delaney up to 32 saves. 21 for Field. We'll drop the puck inside the select zone. It's a 3-2 game here in Pictou. Puck wants to stick a Vince. Pass the middle will be picked up by Walter, who blows a tire. Here's MacArthur now. MacArthur towards the goal. Shot low. Delaney makes a save. Rebound behind the net. Puck in the corner. They battle away. Puck comes free. Here's Hallie Rose McLean. Has the puck on her stick. Shot up high. Delaney makes a save with a glove. Inside 3 minutes to go here in the third. Both teams make some changes. You got to wonder when the Selects are thinking of a timeout and a goalie pull. It's definitely in the back of their mind right now. We'll play on right now at 5-on-5. 2:52 to go. Caps have a 3-2 lead here in Pictou. Play to the line. It's a shot from Boyle off a stick of Asbridge. Comes free up top. Here's Chisholm. She'll play it around the wall. Richards looking for it. Sean Richards will lose the puck. Sent up ahead is Dowling right back out there. Has 2 goals in the afternoon. Played up ahead. Here's Wilkie. Wilkie looking to get it in deep. As puck still in the wall. Now is sent in deep to the Capital zone. DD pass finds Leslie. Leslie over to Wilkie. Wilkie looking to clear. That will go off the stick of Asbridge and outside the zone. Back to retrieve it as Connolly. As Britton fires it ahead. Here comes Chisholm. Chisholm plays up the wall. McCallie finds it 2 minutes to go in the third. They're still battling away. Puck comes free for the Caps, looking to clear, and that will escape the zone. Wilkie plays up ahead as Driscoll gets taken down, and that's going to be a penalty on the play with 1:46 to go. Driscoll got taken down on the boards. So that will make things tough for the Selects. Down a goal, they're now down a player with 1:46 to go. Hooking's the call against Gritton. So here comes the Caps power play. Unsuccessful so far today, but they could sure use a goal now to extend their lead. As here's Payne up top. Payne and LaPierre out there, so 2 defense for this power play late in the game, up a goal. Here comes Dworon the other way, short-handed. Clary Dworon over cross. Goal to the bench, so it's 5-on-5 with the extra attacker. As here, it's a drop pass. Finds Vince, puck in the corner. 1:20 to go. Puck's free for Driscoll. Here is Ella Driscoll, has the puck on her stick and neutral ice with the empty net. Driscoll will circle back. Is that too many players on the ice? No, it wasn't. Here's Payne. That's controversy right there. That might have been too many. That's going to be played behind the net. Approaching the last minute of play in the third. Puck in the corner. As we're inside the last minute now. Net is empty for the Selects. They're down a goal here at home. Pass up ahead. Here comes Vince with McLean streaking the goal. Here's pass across, looking for the redirection. That will go wide in the corner. Play to the point. It's a penalty on the play. Here's Boyle's shot from distance. We sent on goal. Rebound will be touched up, and that's going to be whistled down. Roughing's the call. So they might have missed the too many players call, but they redeemed themselves with the makeup call for the roughing. So I'm sure the Selects will use their timeout now. It's 4-on-4, but the Selects have the extra attacker with the empty net, so it will be 5-on-4 after the timeout. What a third period this has been. The first goal of the game came all the way back in the second. Haley Dowling scored her first goal. It was 1-0 heading into the final frame. Then 4 goals combined between the two teams has us at 3-2. 36 seconds to go. Selects are down. As you can see on the board there, it'll be 4-on-4, but with the extra attacker, it'll be 5-on-4 for the Selects. Face-off will be inside the Capital zone. This is going to come down to the wire here. So it'll be Leslie, Driscoll, Asbridge, and Wilkie out there. The 4 for the Capitals. Looks like MacArthur, Burris, McLean, Dwaron, and Vint for the Subway Selects. And this is the game here, folks. Driscoll against McLean for the draw. Puck hits the ice, one to the corner, as the Capitals can't ice it because it is 4-on-4. So here's Driscoll looking to clear. That will escape the zone. Here comes Asbridge towards the empty net. Bullseye! Capitals have a 2-goal lead. Asbridge finds the empty net. Driscoll got the puck out. It is now 4-2. It'll be Dowling against McLean at center ice. It's a 2-goal spread with 22 seconds to go. Because the goalie is back on the ice, it should be 4-on-4. Selects have the extra player out there. Not sure why the penalized player exited the box. It was a 4-on-4 goal, technically. But the goalie pulled. It made it for a 5-on-4, but that will not negate the penalty. So it's 4-on-4 right now, 22 seconds, 2-goal spread. It's Harlan. Couldn't get it in deep. Sent in by Burris now. 15 seconds to go. No goalie pull, so looks like it's going to be a Capitals victory here on the road. They even up the home and home. That's one last shot. The buzzer will be blocked in front, and that's going to do it. Delaney makes 34 saves for the win. Capitals take down the top dog, Subway Selects. A tough thing to do, especially here in Hector, but they get the victory on a cold January afternoon. 4-2 will be your final score. Haley Dowling with a pair of goals to lead her team to victory. But Delaney was the difference with 34 saves. So that's going to do it for this one. A great game, a exceptional third period. Capitals come away with the win. They led 1-0 after the second, but a 5-goal third period made for a great finish. And that's going to do it. So thank you for watching this one. The Maritime Major Girls Hockey League on High Bunt Sports will continue on later today as the Rockets host the Kraken, but that's going to do it for this one here at Hector. My name is Mason Deneck. Thank you for watching. Capitals get the win on the road. 4-2 is your final score. Plenty more hockey on the way next week, but for now we'll say sayonara from Pictou, Nova Scotia. Thanks again for watching. Have a safe drive home, everybody, and we'll see you next week.